Anything come up? Your channel. Click on it. If I click this, click on it. If I click this, there we go. Alright. Pause. This guy. Start run. Alright, is your inventory full? I don't think so. No. I forgot to check the shrine. I don't know how long I'm going to play. I'm hoping to do like at least 3 hours, but we'll see. I might just get tired of it and stop. I wasn't counting. So, oh, I saw a unique. Oh, I already have that. I even have it as ethereal. Like I have the normal and the ethereal. But it's pretty good. I'd say better than the modern version. And it always rolls perfect for the rolls. Yeah, damage reduced 15%, magic damage reduced 15%. Pretty good. Definitely gets used on some characters. The magic damage reduced 15 is pretty strong. Okay, I saw a charm. I think it was a large charm. There it is.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Alright, let's get rid of some of this junk.
Hello.
Let's go repair my weapons.
Yes.
It is an honor to serve you.
And then gamble some circlets. But only a few. I usually just do 4. That clears the gold from my inventory, while leaving the gold in my stash. It also means I'm not gambling for, an hour. Just a minute or 2 or less. Yeah, I pretty much never go live, so that's definitely unusual to see. I always just post, 20 or 30 minutes at a time, but today I have an actual day off of work, so I thought I would play a bit longer. Hello, Alexander. And Infendo. 2 defensive auras. Trash. I've seen you posting comments on almost every one of my videos. And then there was like one video you didn't post. I was like, oh, they're gone forever.
Good to see you.
And I was thinking about doing the ring farming for the stream, but I don't really want to do that for very long at one time. And the Travancore is something that I can kind of just do for a while without getting bored or tired of it. I'm hoping to go at least a couple hours. Yeah, that's definitely like, I've seen the same thing with when I watch people on Twitch, and you know, I'm a very frequent chatter, and so like sometimes if it's a small streamer and I don't show up,
I am
they're like,
overburdened.
man, chat is dead today. Yeah, well, sorry. I got a job, so can't watch you 24 hours a day anymore. Okay, and then I need to put the ruby and the jewel
Good day.
and see what did I get. That's a good damage to demons. 1 to barbarian skills. There's no attack speed on here. Um, that has pole runes? Interesting. But yeah, I think with no attack speed, I don't really want to use this one. But otherwise, the damage to demons is really powerful for the trap and call runs. Why did I pick that up? I
I
misclicked.
can't carry anymore.
Where is that scroll? I pick up like some of the scrolls and potions that pop up over here so that I can be sure when I look at the floor that I've seen everything. Yeah. Well, I just, I got so used to watching Twitch streamers, um, and now I don't really look for new ones. I just watch the same few over and over. That if I'm gonna watch someone like live stream, I just go there. But for me streaming, I think YouTube makes more sense because I already have OBS set up to stream to YouTube. And when I was streaming on Twitch, I would get like 0 to 1 viewers. And here it will notify my subscribers already, so I get more than 0 viewers.
Good to see you.
Dang, 2 Ort runes in a row. It's highly unusual. 10 mana steal, that's bugged. So this one, oh, let me do this. It rolled Mana Leech as an affix, and so then all the life steal turns into Mana Steal. So it's interesting, but not useful because the rolls are low. I don't need that circlet, I already have
I am
like
overburdened.
60 something, like 66 I think of it. But the coronet I can grab. And I don't watch Diablo 2 streamers anyway. I watch
Good day.
Dungeons and Dragons streamer, just one, and only his Dungeons and Dragons game, and not his variety streaming. And then I watch a few Super Mario World streamers, and then I watch people that used to play Super Mario World but no longer do. And I guess I'll say one variety streamer that I found because he was playing XCOM. And in total, I think I follow less than 20 people. So a lot of times if I click into Twitch, then nobody I follow is streaming. So then I just leave. Oh, I was the one that I watch. Let's see. I don't have any flawless skulls. Okay. It's a online stream game, so all of the players are like on webcam, and then it's interactive. Uh, so it's not just like watching them play, but you can like talk to them while they play and stuff, and you can affect the game by the things you say. And if you're willing to spend money, you can affect the game even more. But you know, just talking about it or whatever, and sometimes they'll take some of your ideas and use them. So it's less voyeuristic and more interactive. But yeah, if it was like, that's kind of why I don't really watch Critical Role, is because it's just watching them play and I can have no effect on it. But the one where I can talk to them and participate in the game, or even just like bullshit about it while they're playing or whatever, makes it more interesting. Oh, that's a rare. No wonder I picked it up. Razor bow. Small charm.
Greetings.
Skeletons is a game, or they were playing, their character was a skeleton.
Hello.
Not really. I have like one game that I play in, or one or two, depending on uh, availability. But the people that I play with are married with children, and so they play very infrequently, once a month or less. So yes, I play, but it's pretty rare. Like if I had people that I could play with every week, then I definitely would. Like in person.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, you can. Alright, that's everything. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I think the guys that I play with, we've completed only one campaign, and that was a Star Wars game. Star Wars Edge of the Empire. It's the rule book. And it was a lot of fun. I played a protocol droid who was bored of life, or whatever you want to call life for a droid. And then my party members were a furless Wookiee and a Trandoshan bounty hunter. Trandoshan is the lizard people like Bosk.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay, I did not mean to pick those up. Hello? There.
Good day.
Yeah, I like to stick more with, like, the closer to D&D it is, the better, because that's really the only rule set that I'm familiar with. And so, like, changing to a different game means I have to learn new rules. And, like, I don't even know the rules for D&D very well. I think one of them ran off. Like, down that way. To the south. Ring. There he is. Come back. But, like, I don't even have the player's handbook or the dungeon master guide. If I have a question about the rule, then I type in, like, the name of the spell or the item or what I'm trying to do into Google, and then put, like, D&D 5e next to it and see what comes up. That's how I find rules. And, you know, if I'm watching someone else, like the stream of the game, then I don't really have to know the intricacies of the rules because the dungeon master handles it, and I'm not a player anyway. Yeah. Yeah, the one I watch is actually Pathfinder, which is a D&D clone. I need a heavy glove. That's right. Circle
I
it.
am overburdened.
2 magic find, 5 damage. Heavy gloves, please. Nope. Heavy gloves, please. I would also accept vampire bone gloves. But not, oh my gosh. I can't use rare. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same game as far as I can tell. Ow.
Good day. Good day.
Like there's a few things that are different about it. Um, it's more closer to like D&D 3, I think, or like 3.5. And most online tools for D&D are gonna run 5th edition. Like I think what's it called? D&D Beyond makes it pretty easy for someone who doesn't really know what
I
they're
can't
doing
carry anymore.
to go ahead and play. That one. Because it helps you, like, it gives you all the
I can't
prompts for
carry
creating
anymore.
your character and everything. So you don't really have to, like, understand
Overburdened.
the game, you just have to be able to read and follow the prompt. And I haven't been able to find a similar tool for Pathfinder. So it's like, oh, I have to actually understand character creation? I'll pass. I don't have energy for that.
Not here.
But otherwise, you know, it's
Oh,
extremely similar. They play almost the same. Uh, yeah, I bought one. No, I bought three. Uh, two of them were for Pathfinder, and I tried it out and couldn't. Like, the rule set was more effort than I wanted to put in to understand for character creation. So then I bought one for 5th edition, like a campaign, or I guess it's an adventure path. But I haven't read it yet. I read like the summary of it. I tried going to the comic book store today, the one closest to my house. Well, I say I tried, I went to see if they had CRT TVs. And unfortunately, they did not. So that I could play my Super Nintendo. Hey, a flawless skull. I needed that. I went through one of the Discord servers I'm in and downloaded all the pictures of items that I posted so that I'll be able to make an item show off video for things that I don't necessarily currently have, but that I have found in the past. Some of them I still have, like, copies of, and some of them are gone forever. Alright, this goes here, this This goes over here. Mostly it's charms and then like some classic boots. Like I had a 30 to life, 20 to all resistances grand charm at one point that I no longer have. Are there any jewels in here? Yes. How big is my jewel stash? 368. Alright, we'll put this like that. Take this back. What are you grinding for? In 1.07, I'm looking for particularly sapphires to use in a heroic cube recipe, but also any gem of any quality. I want Ort runes to do crafted weapons because they can get magic only affixes on crafted weapons, and they always get 3 sockets from Larzuk. I'm looking for pelts and primal helms, magic pelts and primal helms that can get 3 sockets from Larzuk. In particular, I want a 6 hurricane pelt. And then I'm looking for charms that give plus to maximum damage. Very high values of plus maximum damage. Grand charms can get up to 40 maximum damage. And small charms can get 12, and large charms can get 24. I also look for gems in 1.0 to forward to 1.07. So mostly what I'm looking for here that I can't find in other versions is going to be the charms. And I pick up a lot of stuff that has potential to be interesting. Or for cube recipes. But the sapphires are used for bugged mana per kill rings. Am I wearing one? Yeah, so something like this. No, they weren't. They're just 5 minimum damage. So yeah, here's a bugged mana per kill ring. This one does 37 mana after each kill. So I want a rare version of that with magic find and cast rate. Yeah, I'll usually pick up and identify maiden javelins. But I'm looking for items that don't exist in other versions for the most part. And I'll show you, I probably have some charms on me that are examples of the kind of stuff I'm looking for. So there's 16 maximum damage, 35 life, 11 to maximum damage, 24 life, large charm, 23 to maximum damage, large charm, 12 maximum, 21 life, 11 maximum damage, 74 attack rating. That's a 318 fast run walk, small charm, 8 maximum damage, small charm. The single resists on the large charms can go up to 24, on the small charms up to 12, and on the grand charms up to 36. So there's a lightning res 34 with 25 life, stuff like that. Uniques that they drop can be interesting too, but for the most part, they don't really drop the unique items that I would be most interested in, like Shaco. And of course, there's also the very low possibility of high runes. In this batch, it says 1,435, and also in every council run that I've done ever in 1.07, the highest rune that I have dropped is Ist. So the high runes are pretty rare, but they can drop. The named unique council members have bugged treasure class, so they drop from the same treasure class as normal difficulty. But the non-named ones, the minions, can drop from their normal TC, and so they can drop up to Chomp Rune. They might go higher, they might go Zod, I am not sure. Because they have a high enough monster level, but I just don't know if it's limited by something else. Because their monster level is,
I am overburdened.
I think 90.
I can't carry anymore.
Or 87. And then the unique ones are 90, maybe? I think that's right. So they can, the unique ones can drop Veil Grand Charms. But not Veil Small Charms.
Stay a while and listen.
And I used to craft with the Eld Rune to get Blood Boots, but once I realized that Blood Boots cannot get bugged lifesteal, I stopped crafting the Blood Boots because I was using up too many jewels. And I'd rather try to craft blood weapons.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened. Good to see you.
Okay, that belt was not picked up on purpose. Yeah, I play this game a lot, or at least I used to. And there are certainly people who know more than me, and I learn most of what I know from them on the Pure Diablo forum. Probably the most active person there that knows basically everything is going to be Art Vandalay. And then a currently inactive user who knows a lot about 1.07 in particular is Warg. And I think he found every rune. So, like, he dropped L through Zod. Because he played a lot.
I can't carry anymore.
I want the Naga because it has potential to be a low-level dueling trophy, even though it's single player. And I don't duel. So I check Naga. Beating Honor is extremely difficult, but possible. Honor the rune word. Thought I saw something else.
Hello.
I had a good find at the grocery store yesterday. They put a bunch of cottage cheese on markdown. I think they just had too many. So I bought 15 and a half pound, no, 15 pounds of cottage cheese for $13.50. So that was a really good deal. And so for a while, I will probably not drink as much milk and use cottage cheese as part of my meals. I don't want only dairy all the time, so I'll kind of cut the milk out until the cottage cheese is gone. 2 grand charms. Nice. Let's go see what I got. Nothing. 33 to maximum stamina. I keep maximum stamina charms because they look like maximum damage, and I want to collect 1 through 40 on those, if possible.
Stay a while and listen.
But it's otherwise useless. It's just for me, it's a joke item. Go ahead and grab the combat shrine.
I am overburdened.
No, you're not.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay, that should be everything. What's this? Antlers.
Yes.
What's this? Is something Apollo the Talking Gray Parrot says. What's this?
Blessings to you.
And if you see there, when I click in the waypoint and I click over to Act 3, I don't actually click on the 3, I just click in the blank space next to it. So the other day when I was deciding whether I would do an infinite magic find run with this guy or not, and I decided not to because I didn't want to activate Act 4 waypoints, that's why. So I can be less accurate with my mouse clicking. Because I'm pretty inaccurate with my mouse click. Like, I just picked up arrows and bolts, neither of which I want. So that's a good example of my poor mouse clickery.
I can't carry anymore. Good to see you.
So I just click like over here, anywhere, to get Act 3. It does mean that I have not completed the Isual quest, and so I'm missing 2 skill points that I could have. Also the Frozen River quest, so I could have more resistances. I think. I know there's a version where the resistance scrolls are bugged and one of them doesn't work, and it might be this version. In which case I am not missing resistances from the Anya quest reward.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
But a lot of times I skip quest rewards anyway because I dislike questing. So it's not unusual for me to skip Lamb Essence Tome and sometimes Rodament.
Hello.
Ah, perfect skull. I go back and forth on whether I want to farm hundreds of SOJ in Classic or not to use for rolling rare items. But mostly I don't want to. And then sometimes I'm just like, well, maybe I should. I have like 600 perfect skulls or something like that. And then I could roll, what's it called? Jewels in 1.08. That could be interesting. Wait, how many tornadoes? Just 2. That's 1442 is just this character. On one of my old computers, I had like several thousand done in Nightmare, as well as a couple thousand more in Hell. And before that, I was doing Lower Kurast for a very long time. I did, the odds of a unique from Iraq are like 1 in
Yes.
1,000, and I had one character that I used to find 6 Shaco, and then each map that he was rolling Shaco, he would do all 6 super chests, or she, it was a sorceress. But that was a long time ago. Now I don't run the Lower Kurast anymore. Run the Lower Kurast, amazing. A gem shrine, and I don't have a flawless skull. Well, now I do. It's unfortunate. And trying to think, like, is there anything else, any other targets that I did a lot? But I think really it's just the 1.07 console in both Nightmare and Hell, and then the 1.07 Lower Kurast. It's where I've spent most of my time doing tons and tons and tons of runs. Everything else that I did is to a much lesser extent. Oh no, the other thing that I did a lot was um, gold find and gambling in Classic. I had 300 hours of touching a hollow log, so that was a thing. I might have it here, but I might not. I don't want trade. I want gamble. I, I don't even want gamble. Um, this guy, Gamba. Okay, that's not it. Yeah, I don't have it. But I had one where this total time said 300 hours for hollow log in 1.0. Did I already clear this? No. Dang, fanaticism and might? That's spooky.
I can't carry anymore.
And when I did the hollow log, I was using it for gold find to gamble classic boots.
Stay a while and listen.
Yes, a live stream. Very rare. Yeah, yeah. I would say it's good to have hobbies, and that I am. I won't say that I'm grateful for Diablo 2 as a hobby, but I think that combining it with posting videos has made it less time wasting and more of like, oh, here's a interesting thing that I do. You know, because if it's just me alone in my room grinding away for items that no one else is ever going to see, uh, okay, great, what a wonderful life. But uh, if other people can see it and enjoy it, and then in the future, of course, there is a non-zero chance that this could be monetized uh,
Greetings.
and help pay some of my bills, then hey, go for it. Nothing wrong with that. How many? What had whirlwind? Okay, no. If this had one barbarian, or if this had two combat masteries, then I would keep it for low-level dueling. But it does not, so I won't keep it. Let's see, jawbone, visor, razor bow. Alright. Where is Miss Atma? There you are. Take my junk. Thank you. I just dump everything into these very wonderfully named stashes and then sort it later. Last time I sorted, it was 15,000 items, mostly consumables. As you can see here, the gems and runes are basically entirely picked up as consumables. And it took me like 3 days to sort all that. And I'll show you an example, because I know you can't see this whole screen. an example of what that looks like. So here's runes F through R part 2. And here's runes F through R part 1. It used to have 1,000 items, but I've apparently used some. Here's Topaz 4, and Topaz 3, and Topaz 2, and Topaz. Wow, look at all those topazes. Wow. So that's the sorting. Oh yeah. I mean, I agree. It's no worse than watching TV.
Good day.
Or like, watching football or soccer or whatever. If you're doing it alone at home. It's one thing if it's a social activity. But if it's, just me sitting alone doing nothing, then I should probably find something else to do. And that's what I've been doing, is replacing time where I'm basically doing nothing with time that's more interesting long term. Also, the fact that this is goal-oriented, I give that kind of like bonus points for usefulness. Because like I have particular items I'm looking for, I can create, or I can document progress, that sort of thing. 11 to attack rating, 28 life. Stamp collection? Yeah, my dad used to collect. Oh, I will show you, not my dad's stamp collection, but the card collection that I am mostly done selling. I block this when I go digging through my file tree. Let's see if I can even find it. Da-da-da. This one has a date on it, so that might be it. Nope. This date is not old enough. 2024, no, it should be way older than that. Oh, what if I sort by date? No. Yeah, no. Okay. Maybe it's this thing. No, I can't find it. It'll be when I do the video of my items collection. There's going to be a picture in there showing what my Star Wars trading card collection used to look like. There was 125,000 cards that I had, and I've sold most of it now. I lost the nostalgia for Star Wars, and there was a big collection that I had wanted to purchase and was unable to, and it was like, an opportunity like this is never going to come up again because of what it was. And so when I did not have the money to purchase that available, and someone else got it, then I considered myself to be a failure of a collector. And then 10 years later, I started selling the cards that I did have because I no longer had any sentimental attachment to them. So I turned them into money. No, I didn't do Star Wars figurines. It was only trading cards. Star Wars CCG. I want that rune back. And that was the only thing that I ever collected, was those trading cards. Like, I don't have a book collection. I have books, but I don't have a book collection. Um, you know, and I'll give the books away to, if I know someone who wants to read it, you know, I'll give it away and then buy another one and stuff like that. Like, I actually don't have book one of the Malazan Book of the Fallen series because I gave it away and haven't replaced it yet. I've given away book one like 4 times because I enjoy it enough that I want other people to read it. I think that's it. I don't see anything else here. It's hard to see through all those blizzards. Uh, yeah, I don't go live much
Good to see you.
because I'm either not home or I'm tired when I am home. Then my dad used to have a stamp collection, but he gave up on the stamp collection when his house flooded and his stamps all got wet. And
Greetings.
that's, I mean, I can't, I mean, I can imagine what that feels like, but at the same time, I can't really imagine what that would feel like to have this thing that you've been working on and
Stay a while
that you
and
like, and
listen.
then it just all gets destroyed all at once. And he had like, he would buy like collector only stamps, and he had like gold. They had like gold leaf stamps where they would make like golden replicas of stamps, and he had the obviously those weren't damaged by water, but
I am over.
all of his paper stamps either got wet or heavy humidity damage when the house flooded, and so they lost, you know, basically all of their value. And you know, some of them got wrinkly and stuff from being wet. But I was young enough that I didn't really know what was going on. I don't even know if I was alive yet when that happened. So I didn't really see his reaction to it. Where you could shop Jmod, probably. Interesting question that I don't immediately know the answer to. If there was, then I would imagine 1.08. Of course, 1.07 you probably can, but the problem with Jmod and 1.07 is that it has 3 sockets, not 4. So, it'd be an interesting trophy item. But otherwise useless. Because I know you can shop like high TC items, like you can shop Thunder Mall, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Monarch is available. Let's see if I can pick that up, just to get it out of there. Alright, yeah, that's good. Tankreds. Yeah, if it was botting, then that was not 1.07 because that was not on Realm. 1.07 was never available on Realm, so probably either 1.08 or 1.09. I know way back, they had like it was either d2items.com or d2legit.com that you could buy a like exact rare item. Like you could just tell them this is the rare item that I want, and then you pay for it, and it would go basically on back order. And they had a like a hack that would let them imbue and then interrupt their gaming session so that their imbue quest was not used up. And then they would just imbue over and over and over and over again until they got the one that you asked for, and then sell it to you. That was a thing.
Hello.
But you know, when that kind of thing was happening, I was in middle school and barely understood how the game worked. So in 1.07, I can find items that shouldn't exist in modern versions, but that can be forwarded and used in modern versions. The easiest example to help you understand what I'm talking about is to show you this ring with 37 to mana after each kill. It's a real item that I made myself that only can be made in 1.07. But there's lots of stuff that exists in this patch
I
that
am overburdened.
only exists in this patch. It was basically a beta patch. This is the version that's mildly interesting. This is the version that Lord of Destruction was released as on CD, but then when you went and bought it at the store, by the time you got home and went and played online, uh, it would already update to version 1.08. So 1.07 was never available on Realm. So it is strictly single player only. But I enjoy single player. I enjoy finding these items from old patches. Uh, Way more than I would like trading or farming online. So that's what I do. Check that Colossus Vogue to see if it's ethereal. And it was not. The rare gloves don't really have much potential to be interesting in this patch because its crafted ones can be way better than the rare ones.
I can't carry anymore.
But I still pick them up and look at them usually. That's probably like decent for use at low level, like when you're trying to replace Hand of Grok. But at low level, I just wear full Saigons, so it doesn't really matter for me. Large charm. I thought I saw something else.
I am overburdened.
There's one. Wait, was that? No. Okay. D2 demo. No. I don't think I've played that.
Good day.
The oldest thing I've played was version 1.0. Oh, yeah. So when the good items drop in multiplayer, you're the last one to grab them. And then also just playing PV, player versus monster, uh, having lag can get you killed. I remember when I was playing in 1.09 online, like in middle school or whatever grade I was in, I don't know.
I can't carry anymore.
And running into lag balls and cows, like just the black screen. And then you're just like, alright, well, I guess I'll just wait and see if I'm alive when the game catches up.
I can't carry anymore.
And similar thing when Bale, in 1.10 with Bale runs, when the minions of destruction would get thrown out, and my computer would freeze. And it's like, alright, well, I hope everyone spammed their spells successfully, and the minions of destruction died before they killed everybody.
Hello.
Amazing. Okay, what do we got? Yeah. Yeah, I started playing single player in like 2006, maybe. And then I played to like 2011. Maybe it was more like 2008 to 2011. And then I took like a 8-year break. Uh, I found a particular item that I was looking for, the 1.08 High Lord's Wrath, that I had been working towards for that whole time. And when I found it, I gave away my items and then quit for like 10 years. And then I found a new goal to make this Wind Druid with several impossible items on his gear slots. And so I started playing again. And that was in like 2019, maybe? I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. I can't remember if I started playing before or after the virus started. I just know what my job was at the time. But I think my oldest screenshots posted on Discord were from like 2021. How is the Wind Druid getting along? Oh, well, I haven't played a Druid in a very long time. So he's not getting anywhere right now. I have to make his items first. I think I have a Druid that's like level 92 somewhere. Maybe. I don't know if he's on this computer or if he's on a different computer. If he's on a different computer, then I need to buy a laptop battery because that computer's battery doesn't hold a charge and that computer's charger port doesn't
I
work.
can't carry anymore.
So getting files off there is not trivial. Let's see, the exploding potion is a consumable. There, now I can pick something up. So I pick up exploding potions.
I am overburdened.
Amulet? Ring? Okay.
Good to see you.
But yeah, I'm like what I'm doing right now technically is working on items that he might use. occasionally I'll pick up paladin shields, but only occasionally, and I don't have a particular interest in them. But they can get 4 sockets from Larzuk, I think.
Hello.
Okay, that's not bad. It always rolls the same. I guess maybe the defense can change. I don't know how defense on armors works, but the resistance and the magic damage reduced always rolls the same. The goal for the Travancore runs is to eventually, with this guy, do 5,000 runs on the run counter. And the run counter is not super accurate because it counts a death as a save and it counts muling as a save. And I think it does not count the first run of a session. So it loses things on both ends.
I can't carry anymore.
Or it's inaccurate in both ends. Okay. But it gives, you know, the general idea. And so once it reaches 5,000, then I'll probably
Not here.
stop and work on
Good day.
some other ways of getting the items that I'm looking for. Alright, time to mule off. I think that's the 3rd stash full of junk today. But maybe it was the 2nd. I think the 3rd. Here's a fun one. I told you exploding potions are consumables. Let's see if I can find it. Exploder. So here's 1,000 exploding potion stacks. And here's 795 more exploding potion stacks. Alright, good stuff. Do I use Pluggy? No. In 1.14, I use GoMule for muling. When I started playing seriously in single player, I was posting and trading on the Diablo II forum, which is now the Pure Diablo forum. And they have, at least at the time, they had very strict rule sets, and they had banned use of Pluggy. So I wasn't using Pluggy, and so now I just play kind of by the rule sets that I've always played by, and so I still don't use Pluggy, which means I don't have Annihilus and I don't have Torch. If I wanted those, then I would just get D2R and forward my Druid there.
I can't carry anymore.
But then, if I'm going to do that, then I would also have access to Sunder Charms, and that would, when I first envisioned this Druid, Sunder Charms were not available, not an option, and so I don't want to use it. I want to achieve the original goal character, because I think with the Sunder Charm, the Hurricane only actually becomes a lot easier and more viable.
Stay a while and listen.
So a lot of the, not using Pluggy is basically an old man yells at clouds. Lack of use of Pluggy rather than any, real reason. Change bad. Same for D2R. Gothic Plate is useful for the Lightning Fury Amazon because of the Crushing Blow. 25% chance of Crushing Blow. Monster Flea is also useful because you don't want monsters near you. The Lightning Fury Amazon can be pretty squishy. The problem that I have there is the slow run walk speed of the Lightning Fury Amazon, and the need to repair your stack of javelins frequently. So I don't like the playstyle. If you're going to do players 8 cows, then absolutely I recommend Lightning Fury as your build to kill the cows. Also, if I did play like either with Pluggy or with D2R, then I would have to make a character that can do Ubers, and I would have to farm keys, and both of those are things that I don't really want to do. In a similar way that I dislike questing. It's like, that's not the particular target that I want to run 12,000 times, and so therefore I don't want to do it at all. That's basically what that reasoning is. When whirling, if your weapon breaks, it still attacks.
Good day.
So that's fun.
Good day.
Ooh, that one's really nice. 11 to maximum damage, small charm. That's one off of perfect. I'll actually equip this. Go away. There we go. Oh, it's all the way back there. I just want to see. Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure the full window is visible. So I will replace this 8 to maximum damage charm with this newly found 11 to maximum damage charm. The 8 is interesting because of the required level 30. But of course 11 is higher, so. Excellent commentary. 11 is bigger than 8. So that's the kind of item that I'm looking for. Like one of the reasons why I like to play 1.07 is for that small charm. Stuff like that. Oh no, I'm gonna
Stay a while.
keep it up. I'm gonna play this game forever, probably. And then, you know, since I've gotten into the, I'll say habit, I guess, of recording and uploading my gameplay, I'll probably do that forever too.
I am overburdened.
16 stamina. Useless. For a second I thought the pike was a ring. Because the P is similar to R, I comes next, it's 4 letters. The one that really gets me is when I'm farming rings in Classic and the Arcane Sanctuary, and then Chris drops that item. Because it's 4 letters, it has an R and an I in it, and my peripheral vision is like, oh, a ring! And it's never a ring, because it's a Chris. Yeah, where I currently live, floods aren't really an issue. I mean, I have a leaky window if there's high wind, but like my parents live in a house now that basically can't flood. If it does flood, then we really have problems. And then where I live specifically is high relative to the areas around it, and there's not really going to be any runoff towards my apartment. Like when Hurricane Harvey came in, my parents' house was perfectly fine, no problems. They were stuck, like they couldn't get out of their neighborhood, but they were high and dry.
Good day.
Actually, it's kind of, maybe not a great thing to enjoy, but I like watching natural disaster videos on YouTube, and looking at pictures and stuff of like flood damage or like really high flood waters, rivers breaking their banks, the tsunami in Japan. I don't know, there's just something about those videos. Like, I think I just like seeing the incredible power of nature. Which might be kind of why I enjoy some of the astronomy videos from Anton Petrov, especially if it's like he did one the other day about like I think a pulsar, and it was putting out like the equivalent energy of the sun, like 1 year of the sun, like every 30 seconds or something. I don't know. It was some like absurd number. Like, dang. And so when Hurricane Harvey came through where I live, yeah, I was looking at all the pictures and stuff.
Good to see you.
And, just looking out the window. Actually, I even went into work that day. Where's that jewel? Yeah, I went into work the day Harvey made landfall. And I also went into work the day after Harvey made landfall. And then I skipped 3 days. I was like, oh, I'm stuck now. Even though I wasn't. I don't wear more Magic Find because a few of my items particularly are for survivability, and also in general, rare items are not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for blue magic
I am
items
overburdened.
because of their potential for
I can't
too
carry
many
it.
sockets from Larzuk. Oops. And that and consumables, and of course consumables are not affected by Magic Find. I will probably at some point do the Infinite Magic Find ritual in 1.07. I think it only takes like 5 to force trash mobs to drop uniques. And that will be a very easy way for me to get a lot of the uniques that are different in this version than modern versions, so that I can make, short videos about them. Like this one, Vamp Gaze, always rolls perfect. Damage reduced 25%, magic damage reduced 15, 8 life and mana steal. It's always the same. Oh, I don't know. I think when I do the 1.06 runs, it usually takes me 5 to 8-ish minutes to get 2 rituals, something like that. But I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to the time on OBS during the rituals. Long enough that it's not ideal for magic finding in modern versions where they have diminishing returns, but not so long that, it's like impossible to do. The one where it kind of really takes a long time is if you do it in 1.08 and you want to force trash mobs to drop uniques, then you have to do it for about 2 hours.
I am overburdened.
Okay, is this ethereal? No. And then, yeah, in 1.08, if you're looking for a particular unique and you find the rack for it, then you have 1 in 800 odds instead of 1 in 1,000 that you would get in 1.07. But I have, if you go look at my rare ring farming videos, they start with like a number like 343 out of 522 or something like that. Then all of those start with 2 rituals, and so you can see, exactly how long it will take. And sometimes, you get better luck or worse luck with their AI starting the process. So it varies a bit. Mine Avenger.
Good to see you.
That was a 5 to minimum damage large charm. I don't know how much minimum damage charms can get in modern versions, but I do know that here a grand charm can get up to 11 as a prefix only. When you did 1.09, did you do player 64 to get the more experience? I always forget if that's 1.09 B or D, but it's only one and not the other. And then you can do player 64. I might be totally making this number up, but I think I read that someone did it in like from 1 to 99 in cows in like 8 hours.
I am overburdened.
So it's pretty busted.
I can't carry anymore. Hello.
that was a long time ago, so it's more likely than not that I'm making that number up. But whatever it was way faster than anything else. Yeah, but with 64. Yeah, just like, or I guess it was like this.
Yes.
I think that's how it used to be. I don't remember, you know, which versions use a slash and which versions use a space, and yeah, I don't know. In 1.07, none of those commands work. It just players one, unless you use third-party programming. I think the most up-to-date versions of Cactus that still supported old patches let you use player settings in 1.07 and 1.08. But don't quote me on that because I've never used Cactus.
I can't carry anymore.
I just know it exists.
Hello.
4 Tornado for level 24. 3 mana steel, 2 martial arts. If I were going to add more Magic Find on the Barbarian for High Council runs, I don't know the numbers offhand. I suppose I could look them up.
Good day.
Yeah, sure. Let's go dig through my file tree for a second. Da-da-da-da. What's it called? D2PG? Is that it? More info. Run anyway. Error. Okay, yeah. That's not it. Is this it? No. Okay. Wherever it is, I don't immediately see it, so I'll figure it out later. But there's like a little program that has the Magic Find breakpoints for 1.07 and 1.08 to force rares, sets, and uniques, and it will tell you how much you need for the council members. And I think it's like 556 to force the council members to drop rare items. Which is more than I want to try to stack up. Especially because small charms are limited to 4, not 7. Okay, and one of them ran off. So I'll have to go chase him down. Grand Charm.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah. Okay, that's everything there. You might have. I'll show you it right now. This one, 11 to maximum damage, small charm, 1 away from perfect.
Good day.
I don't think there was anything else super crazy. What? picked up something that I didn't want, but I don't know what. Two things.
I can't carry anymore.
Ring.
I am overburdened.
Alright, let's go here. Drop that. And pick these up. Where's that gold? Okay. This should be everything. Interesting color.
Yes.
Ah, yes, visionary. Visionary is gray. I need to gamble some of this gold. Visionary, the attack rating? Percent based on character level. Yeah, no, Fools doesn't spawn on hats. It's weapons only, I think. And I don't even know if it has a color. Oh, Tur, I need to get heavy
I
gloves.
can't carry anymore.
The Tal rune is used in 1.08 for the Caster Amulet rather than Ral. It's Tal. And in 1.08, the Caster Amulet can get up to 25% faster cast rate instead of just 20. Which would be an interesting result. Ah, this one.
Carry anymore.
Griffin headdress, where did you go? Okay, I need heavy gloves, and there are no vendors that sell heavy gloves. Oh, yeah. Oh, if you think this is bad, you should try gambling in Classic. To refresh the gamble screen, you have to leave town. So I gamble here, and I run through the sewers. Heavy gloves. Thank you. Control click to move items. That sounds fancy. Let's see. Turn. Nothing interesting. It's too bad. Let's see. Yeah, no. The lightning resist is cool, but it has nothing else on it. I need to mule off. Here. When I was a card collector, I had some pretty interesting collector-only items. Uncut sheet, where the entire sheet was a misprint. So that was pretty cool. When I sold that, I sold it for $1,500, which covered all of my bills for 1 month. So that was nice. That was probably the most interesting single item that I had, was the uncut sheet, entirely misprinted.
What you need?
Yeah, it makes gambling pretty tedious, honestly. Well, I mean, it's tedious anyway. But yeah, they made some quality of life improvements in D2R. No. Oh man. I got. I thought this was a ring. Same thing that happens to me in Classic. Carnage Helm. That's a pretty rare drop. Okay. Would you ever play D2R?
Great aim.
Maybe. I think I would have to finish everything that I want in LOD and Classic first, which means finishing my Druid and then potentially grailing with him. And then I might try D2R, or I might try it sooner if I want a break or something. But if I really want to break that bad, then I would probably either start playing Super Mario World again, or Morrowind. Morrowind with Tamriel rebuilt. The, what's it called? OpenMorrowind.org, I think. They have a mod. It's not really a mod pack so much as a mod guide. And currently, I followed the guide when it was like 490 mods, and now I think it's like a bit over 500. So there's some stuff that they have that I don't. And then I played it for a while and just kind of got tired of playing Morrowind, I guess. So I stopped. But I still have done basically none of the Tamriel rebuilt content.
Good day.
So if I played again, then I think I would just go straight to Tamriel and skip all of Vardenfell. Or at least most of it. And just do the Astrologians Guild, and then anything from the Archaeologists Guild that sends me there. But yeah, the main thing is like the goal that I had in mind was for a Druid in 1.14, and so that is what I will complete. Doesn't matter what else they release for Diablo 2, it's not part of my goal, so that's not what I'll be focusing on.
Stay a while and listen.
And for the sake of my channel, I think like 95% of Diablo 2 content that gets uploaded is D2R, and so it makes my videos not necessarily stand out, but they have less competition. Like I was mentioning the other day, there's another guy who plays Classic when someone commented that they don't like my voice, and that person doesn't talk, and I think their name is um, like this or like that or something like that, or there might be an X in there, and they play Classic without talking. Uh, so if that's what you like, then there is someone else available. Yeah, that's right. I found what I like about the franchise, and I don't need anything else. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Well, great. All that's left for me to do is craft 10,000 amulets and hope that I get really lucky and beat the one that I already have. When I'm at that point, then I would probably be happy with my goal being completed and move on. My gear slot is good enough. It does not need to be perfect. That will be true for most, but not necessarily all of my gear slots. Okay. Okay, I think that's it.
Greetings.
Hello.
And also, I just really don't want to do Ubers. Like, I don't want to do new content that I haven't done before. Which seems weird, but yeah, it is what it is. And I don't want terror zones. At least not yet. You know, when I finish everything that I wanted, then maybe I'll want to go do that. But
I am
for now, no. Did I just pick up a rancid gas potion that I already picked up and dropped back on the floor? I think so. Yeah.
Good day.
Yeah, if I was going to play D2R, I think on like online, my goal would just be to see how much forum gold can I get in one ladder season. Which would probably mean that I'm either a Travancore farmer or a key farmer. Or maybe a Nightmare Chaos Sanctuary farmer to get LLD items, which can have extreme value. I think Sunder Charm is a dramatic change in a similar way that not quite Enigma, but Infinity was a very big change. To where it's like, you now have this other item that must be used on certain builds. Whereas Enigma is like, you now have this item that must be used on everything that's not a sorceress. Or just about.
Good day.
I think if I were to use it, or like to play D2R, I would do a Lightning Sorceress, of course with Sunder and the Worldstone Keep, if I were going to play in single player. If I were going to do multiplayer, then it would be Forum Gold Simulator. But in the hypothetical far future where I actually complete the Druid and all of his gear, I might just stop playing Diablo 2 altogether. And move on. Like, mission accomplished, get on with your life, find a new hobby. Get a second all-consuming hobby for your life. Oh, Gym Shrine. Is 35k a lot? I guess how much is that in... how many 32020s can you buy with 35,000 foreign gold? Can you even buy one on ladder?
I am overburdened. Hello.
Yeah, it's understandable. It definitely... It's one of those things where some people are going to really like it, some people are going to really hate it, and then 80% of people are going to not have a strong opinion either way and just play the game.
I am overburdened.
And any opinion that I have about it is not
I
a
can't
strong
carry
opinion.
more.
especially since it doesn't affect my personal gameplay at all.
Stay a while and listen.
Yeah, but at the end of the ladder, the high runes are a lot cheaper than at the beginning of a ladder. But I think I saw, let's see, I think I saw on Tradery on ladder, someone was selling or had sold a 320/20 for like 200 jaw runes near the end of ladder. Or not necessarily near the end, but like well into ladder.
Good to
I remember, oh man, this is really funny. When I was an ignorant, probably high schooler at that point in time, uh, and in US West, the 320/20 became the de facto currency for trading instead of the SOJ. And I thought it was a hacked item because it had 3 affixes, not realizing that the damage and the attack rating were the same affix.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Ooh, it's ethereal. Nice. That means when I forward it, it will gain the ethereal bonus again. So I'm definitely going to keep this on. I want to get a potential side project that I'm going to have is getting all the 1.07 unique weapons as ethereal and then forwarding them and up tiering them just to show like the new damage numbers and stuff
Greetings.
because they get the maximum damage bonus twice for the ethereal rather than just once. So that's a definite keep, and then forward and upgrade and upgrade. The damage should be, when forwarded, like, what's 13 times 1.5? It's going to be like 20, and then, so 20 to 66, I guess, and then once you upgrade it twice, I have no idea. Yeah, any offer. Nice. First come, first served. But the second guy offered twice as much. Doesn't matter. Sol rune. So that's a crafting rune, but I don't have the base for it. And I don't know that I want to go try to gamble the base for it. I'm not even sure I know what the base is.
I can't carry.
So I won't. I think Saul is for the mirrored boot. And I don't craft the boots anymore. So what's this? Grim Scythe? Okay. Oh, it was? I don't even know. I just know I use pikes and lances.
Not in town.
Ring. The oil potion is another annoying item because it kind of looks like Ort rune,
I am
vaguely.
overburdened.
So like when you're not looking directly at it, then it looks similar. Like small crescent looks like small charm. Mm.
Good day.
I didn't know you could do more than one Diablo
Not here.
walk by joining other games like that. But I guess it makes sense.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
Large charm. Okay. Yeah, you gotta really grind a lot to get stuff like this. I think I have, maybe not on this guy. I have one similar to this. I think it's like 3 max damage, 15 attack rating, 20 life. I think I have that somewhere.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah,
Good to see you.
I think because terror zones exist, uh, Sunder Charms are good for the purpose of making it so whatever build you pick, you can farm any terror zone. Or not necessarily farm, but at least clear any terror zone. So I think that's okay. Like a valid reason for their existence. Griffin headdress. You know, that way if you just want to make your Blizzard Sorceress and nothing else, you still can. And not feel like you don't get to participate in the new content. But like I said, any opinion that I have about them is not a strong opinion. Yeah. I remember one time watching my friend play years and years and years ago. I don't even know what version it was. It might have been Classic. It was a really long time ago. And I did not even own the game yet. So I was watching him play, and he was in the River of Flame. And there was like a Venom Lord, and it had, I think it had like 5 damage immunities. So I guess that wasn't Classic. And the only thing he had that could hurt it was his Summon Valkyrie, which was dealing magic damage. And so he sat there for like 20 minutes and let his Valkyrie kill it. I had a similar experience, but much less so, on a playthrough where I was
Yes.
I was playing as a Druid in normal, and I encountered a ghost type that was um, immune to physical. And, you know, for whatever reason, it did not occur to me that I could just run past it and not kill it. And so I had a charm that had 1 to 2 cold damage on it. And that was my only source of non-physical damage on my werewolf. And so I wrapped a rubber band around the mouse to hold down the attack button and had it click on the ghost. And then I went and watched a full episode of TV.
I am overburdened.
And when I came back, the ghost was like half dead. And fortunately, my life regeneration was faster than what he was damaging me. And so then I went and watched another episode of TV, and when I came back, the ghost was finally dead. And I also realized at that time I was dealing more damage with my weapon fully broken because my attack speed increased by not having a weapon. Of course, now if I saw that, I'd just run past.
Stay a
I
while.
probably wouldn't even know it was immune to physical because I would have just run past in the first place without even looking. And kill monsters? No. Or, you know, I would just be running full Saigons and it comes with enough lightning damage that I would have killed the ghost without an issue.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
Oh, they took that guy out. I think the reason they took him out is because he was killing too many players due to lag. Like you jump through the waypoint, and then you're already dead before your internet connection catches up. Because back then, you know, the uh, really fancy internet for like home use was still slow enough that you would die to lag. And he would, his aggro radius was immediately triggered when you went through
I
the
can't
waypoint.
carry anymore. Good day.
Yeah,
Stay a while and listen.
but everything had big aggro radius back then. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if, just like the weapon attacks radius, if the aggro radius was four-pointed star-shaped. But I think they fixed that in like 1.03. Okay, I wasn't counting, so I don't know if I got them all.
I am overburdened.
Amulet.
Good day.
Blessings to you.
Yeah, you can use SOJ or any unique at level 1 in Classic. They had no level requirements. Okay, I need a heavy glove.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
was a razor bow.
Yes.
What you need?
Heavy gloves, please. No. Thank you. No good.
I can't carry anymore.
It's fine.
Good day.
I do want at some point to try a multi-shot Amazon in 1.06, but I need a good bow, and I don't have a good bow. So potentially, when I do Cow King runs for the 1.0 playthrough in Nightmare, I might find a bow then. One with attack speed and lots of damage.
I can't carry
Because I
anymore.
think an Amazon would potentially be better suited for infinite magic find runs than the Barbarian due to the much better area of effect attack, and she could clear Act 4 more efficiently. That's the idea. Ooh, 4 magic find, we'll keep that. Another one that's like potentially a replacement for Hand of Brock once you reach that level. Two martial arts. So that must be in the modern version. I think I have a martial arts glove craft. Let me see if I can even find it. Let's see. Is it in here? Nope. What about here? Nope. What about here? And potentially here? Probably not. Three bow and crossbow, 20 IAS, 8 crushing blow. No. Three bow and crossbow, no attack speed. Do I have one called crafts? No. Do I have one called gloves? No. Yeah, then maybe it's in here? No. I don't know. Maybe I don't have one. I don't think I would enjoy the Mosaic build because I hate managing the timer on charges. Like, how am I supposed to stop to pick up items if that's going to make my charges run out? That's kind of one of the problems that I have with the Frenzy Barbarian, is if I stop to loot stuff, then Frenzy wears out. Whereas, like Pural Rage on a Druid, you can still loot stuff and not run out of timer. Let me go ahead and grab that. Jump through here and drop it there.
Hello.
5 maximum damage. Circlet. Amulet. Might be Talrash's. Two summoning skills. Erathas. Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the restoration of Eratha.
Greetings.
Not quite. Oh, I need to mule off. Where's this shrine? Yeah, I know some other people who like caster gloves as well, for the same reason. Or not because of no insight, but because they want to use Infinity instead on like a Javazon.
I can't carry anymore.
Hey, that's not bad. Perfect gold find roll. Take a picture of that one. Not bad at all. It was 3 maximum damage, 14 attack rating, 10 gold find. Small charm. Yeah. Oh, I need a ruby and a jewel. I'm probably planning to play for about 40 more minutes. That would just be 5 o'clock here, so. Then I'm gonna eat dinner, probably watch an Artosis Casts video, and then do a bit of cleaning, and go to bed early. I slept for 12 hours last night, and I was off today, and I was like actually off today. Let's see, if I check this. Oh wow, I don't even have like a missed phone call from my boss. He loves calling me on my days off. But yes, he's got other stuff he's dealing with, so I guess he didn't have time to bug people on his day off. Anyway, I'm trying to talk less about work in the videos. I use it as like just a way to clear my head and rant about it and then it's done. But I know that it's not really something that the best to listen to. People are coming home from their jobs and then I'm telling them how crappy mine can be.
I am overburdened.
But yeah, it's whatever. So I'm moving more towards, talking about food and hobbies and such. Dang. Seaman demons, huh? +1 mana after each kill. Dang, only one?
Good day.
That's rough. Doesn't it go up to like 3? Alright. Or maybe it even goes up to 5. Yeah, I've had some pretty decent drops today overall, so no complaints there. Some good charms. 2 really good ones, actually. The 11 maximum damage, and then that gold fine charm I just got. Very nice. Do I? Yeah. I guess I used a potion. So we'll get that back. Yeah, the 20 IAS is very... If you have one available, then it's basically mandatory, so... Yeah. Oh, I know. I've seen, I did a crafting pack for someone else, 1000 caster amulets, and seeing the lack of results from 1000 attempts really opened my eyes to like how uncommon good stuff actually is. Full.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
Full runes are always nice.
Yes.
To someday be cubed in case I want to make some interesting beta rune words. Oh, shopping claws or shopping 320s? Either way. I know someone who did, I think they put like 200 hours shopping claws at Anya and did not find an upgrade for what they were wearing at the time. Like, that's rough. Cathan. Oh, I forgot to check the shrine.
Good to see you.
Alright. Tur, so I need heavy gloves. Splint mail.
I can't carry anymore.
Well, you're picking that up. Where was it? There. Okay, and I need to repair.
Good day.
And gamble a heavy glove.
Greetings.
Gamba. Nope. Nope. Heavy gloves, please. I will also accept vampire bone gloves. Yeah, so here's an example of an item that would be a goal. This ring has 37 to mana after each kill. You can get rings like this that are rare, and so they can have more affixes. My main goal here in 1.07 is to get a rare ring with high mana per kill, magic find, and faster cast rate. And then while I'm at it, I can find some of the interesting uniques, like Shaco or Vamp Gaze or whatever. I can get crafted items with magic only affixes, or bugged life leech like this glove with 25 lifesteal, and then charms with too much maximum damage, like this small charm with plus 11 to maximum damage. So I'm hunting for items that aren't supposed to exist, and the ring in particular I will be using on a Druid in 1.14, a Hurricane Druid. Because if he gets, 30 or more mana after each kill or something high like that, then I can use Infinity on the Mercenary instead of Insight. And not have to wear Phoenix. Heavy gloves. No good. They have attack speed. There's also, of course, the potential for the extremely rare High Rune, which I could use for beta rune words or if I luck box a Zod rune that I could make the incredibly pointless um, ethereal enigma. Oh, I've done plenty of racking for the 1 in 1000. I know exactly how that goes. Um Years and years ago, uh, similar time period when I was running Super Mario World. Um, I had 6 Shakos that I had racked from the same rack. Uh, in addition to many other uniques like lightsaber and ward and Arcane's Valor and Bamfgaze and etc. So I know how the racking works, but with the Infinite Magic Find Easter egg from the Souls ritual, it takes, I believe, only 5 rituals to force trash mobs to drop uniques. So some of the uniques can be found that way. Of course, some of them you still have to find with racking or from Duriel, and then there are a few, I think maybe just one, that cannot drop at all, which is Wind Force. Yeah, Duriel is the only one with where you can uncap the TC and get it to its normal TC. So there are definitely some uniques that still would not spawn. Um, Also, I think the TC bug might only be for unique monsters. I'm not certain on that. Actually, I'm probably wrong on that. I think it might be additional TC bugs for unique monsters. Uh, but most of the uniques that I would be interested in myself can drop that way. The thing that I will have to still rack is going to be
I can't carry
Laying of Hands. Because that one, the TC is too high, and it does not drop from monsters. Rune, very nice. Shortly after a pole rune.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, I just found a pole rune a couple of minutes ago.
I am overburdened.
1% chance. Amazing. To cast Tornado. Godly. Okay, that's it. But the uniques are like a secondary interest. I'm mainly here for the mana after each kill. Um, yeah,
Hello.
yeah. When I saw you subscribed, uh, I was like, wow, I didn't know Akisto plays Diablo 2. So I looked at your channel and I saw you doing like D2R Terror Zones, I think. I saw like a Mephisto video. Because I was curious, like, did he only click in here because I reposted that Super Mario World run? And then I saw you have Diablo 2 stuff. I was like, oh, alright.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
But yeah, I'm playing all the various, well, not all, but many of the older patches to find items that no longer exist to use on a Wind Druid in 1.14. Wind Druid, I say, Hurricane Druid. The goal is to not have to cast Tornado, to just teleport around, and Hurricane kills things, and I pick up items. Yeah, I saw that. That was like the video that was #1 on recommended for you when I clicked into your channel was the Griffin's wreck. Is that for Exile? You want to make the Exile rune word? I have never made one of those. I had like a poor man's Exile in 1.10 on my Hammered In, and it was a rare Grim Shield with like 600 defense, Ethereal Self Repair, 2 to Paladin combat skills, and all resists like plus 12 or something. So like really, really good if uniques didn't exist. Or rune words rather. Materials Might, Shadow Dancer, Storm Lash, of course.
Good day.
Yeah, I don't have a Grail list. If I did, it would be missing a lot of stuff because I don't really play
Stay a
modern
while and
versions.
listen.
So, like, I've done a few um, Magic Find Olympics, and that's basically all of the TC87s that I've found. My best one would have been the -48 +2 Death Web. I think it was -48. It might have been -49. But once I find all the gear for my Druid, which will take years,
I can't
uh,
carry any
then I might try to Grail with him. In the either Ancient Tunnels or Maggot Lair or both.
I am overburdened.
And depending on how strong he is, I might even go to other zones. But I don't think he'll be strong enough to effectively farm like River of Flame or Worldstone Keep or anything like that. Oh yeah, this is a consumable.
Great
Yeah,
halls.
I can't remember if I found Death's Fathom or not. Like, I've played enough to find that many of those things, but all of my playtime is in old versions. I did 300 hours of touching a hollow log in 1.0 to sell a Grand Crown for 25,000 gold and then gamble boots. So, for example. Also belts. I gambled boots and belts.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, yeah, 1.10 is when they,
Stay a while
it might
and
even be
listen.
1.12 when they turned them orange. Or, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they're still white in 1.10. It's either 1.12 or 1.13 when they changed them to orange. Because I remember Colored Rune mod was popular on the Diablo II forum until then, and then once they changed the runes to orange naturally, then they banned the use of the Colored Rune mod. Shade. That's a crafting rune, I think, for the vampire bone gloves. I think. But I don't have any vampire bone gloves, and I don't want to go gamble them.
I am overburdened.
Mm, pick that up. Okay. Because I'm not even sure if that's the right base. It might be Saul.
Greetings.
1.09 Grail. Let me think. Yeah, Magic Find works in that version, so it should be doable.
Hello.
Why am I gambling? Oh, to get rid of money. Okay. Heavy gloves. I guess, would Windforce be the most rare item there? I'm not really sure. Oh, there was a circlet I could have picked. There. That's enough. Super low chance. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. But I guess the monster levels for the bosses was higher, and so they can drop everything. Not that. Okay, yeah, that could be. Rancid gas potion. Get rid of some of this junk.
Listen.
No TC90. Um,
Hello.
I don't think I was online in 1.11. The last version I played online was 1.10. But I played single player, I played 1.11. I've played basically every version. I
Overburdened.
first owned the game at
I can't do
1.08.
it anymore.
Or it might have even been 1.09. But I went back, years later and played the old ones. Yeah, I know Pendle Skin could drop everything. Whoops. Yeah, they took like 5 or 6 items away from Pendle Skin or something, so that he couldn't drop every unique anymore. I'm not, real up on who can drop which uniques because grailing hasn't ever really been much of my goal.
I am overburdened.
And if it is, then I'll just go to a area level 85 or 84.
Good to see you.
But yeah, I don't know. I can't. There's some versions that, for whatever reason, I can't get them to work on this iteration of my install. And so right now I don't play 1.08, 9, or 10. And I'm not going to try to mess with it too much because I don't want the ones that I have working to stop working. And there's plenty for me to do in these versions before moving on.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
If you look on the Pure Diablo forum, there's 2 people who are trying to find Stormspire in 1.08 using the Infinite Magic Find. And if either of them becomes successful, then it's likely that it will have been the first Stormspire to ever drop, period,
Good day.
because of how rare it is. No, the 1.07 doesn't have 6 Apex Jewels. That's 1.08. I do have several SOJ and Perfect Skulls, so I could roll them if I ever get 1.08 working. I think in Classic, while I was doing ring farming, I have something like 40 SOJ. Um, and I'm not sure how many Perfect Skulls I have. Let's see. At least 547.
I am overburdened.
Classic is cheating. I don't even gamble the SOJs.
Stay a while and listen.
It's much more efficient to farm the Cow King for SOJ, if that's what you were doing. But I use the Infinite Magic Find and farm rare rings, and then occasionally a unique will also drop. And so then I mule it off so that it can drop again. I was only gambling boots and belts in Classic, or for a while I was gambling amulets um, with my level 92 guy. but the amulets can't have druid skills, so there's not really much draw there for me. Since the character that I'm mainly trying to build is a completely busted druid.
I am overburdened.
Okay. And I can't even see through all these blizzards, man. Okay. Yeah, 1 in 20 sounds right. It was for Classic. There was no Druid in Classic, so you can't get, no, you can't get Druid skills since they don't exist. My level 92 guy was in 1.0. I ran Erdars and River of Flame from level 77 to level 92. I had a map where the first monsters to spawn outside of my River of Flame waypoint was a unique or champion pack of Erdars. And they have their monster level is 2 higher than everybody else, so it needs to be Erdars. And if you want to get much past that, then good luck. Basically.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh man, I think version 1.03, I think that's the version. It is essentially impossible to reach level 99 because not only do you get 5% less base experience from monsters per level after 5 levels higher than them, but you also, I think compounding gain 5% less experience overall from like levels 80 to 99. So when you're trying to do 98 to 99, you're getting like 0.01% of the experience that you should be getting when killing Diablo. So good luck. Enjoy your 100-year grind. Oh. Yeah. I didn't even know people play that. Okay, I need to mule. A pull and a from the same stash. That's wild. The highest rune that I have found in 1.07 is Ist. That's not true. I have in the past found a Vex long ago from the Lower Kurast super chest. The highest that I've dropped from a monster is Ist. Never played 1.07. Wow. You can find some cool stuff in this version. Yeah. Yeah, in multiplayer, you're pretty much never going to be the first one to grab it. Especially if they're using like a picket hack. I don't know if those still exist, but I know they were a thing back then. I mean, I guess they must, since people bot, and the bot has to know how to pick up items, so therefore a picket hack must exist.
Good day.
See, I didn't even have 8 friends, so I was just playing pub games only. Shay. I really should get someone to get a vampire bone gloves rack so I can have some on hand.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, you can. Oh, here's an item that you're missing out on from 1.07 or 1.08 is the Talrash's amulet with all resistances. And good night, Akisto. Telling of beads. Interesting. I'm about to stop soon anyway. I was planning to go to about 5 o'clock, and it is about 5 o'clock. So I might finish filling up this stash, or I might just stop playing very suddenly. Especially if I die. Hello? Warhammer. Not ethereal. I guess that's it. Oh, I've done over 100 runs today. I think about 101 actually, so far.
Stay a while and listen.
Based on each time muling counting as one run and the run counter.
I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore. am overburdened.
Hmm.
Good day.
Circlet. Okay, yeah, that's everything.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. What did I pick up? I just picked up a key. Okay. Rim Scythe. Interesting. Actually 0% interesting. Alright.
Good day.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and commit to finishing this stash full of junk. That way next time I play this I can just do one stash full of junk instead of like 2/3 of a stash full of junk. If I do it as a video, if I do it as a live stream, of course, then I would play longer. Two Elrons. Those are going downstairs. I only pick up Elrons to get them off the floor so I can see better. And I said they're going downstairs, so here they go. Goodbye.
Stay a while and listen.
Whoops. Misclick. Sapphire. Another sapphire. I should count how many sapphires I have. Because when I get to 1,000, then I will do a crafting stream of 1,000 sapphires. That's everything? That's everything. Oh.
Good day.
Thank you. Skull. $65 poison resist.
Greetings.
I need to gamba soon to get rid of some of this gold. I gamble circlets even though they can't get 2 sockets in this version. No shift click. What do you mean? Shift clicking what?
I can't carry anymore.
Not being able to shift click and put stuff in your stash. Oh, no, that doesn't bother me because I have never had that, so I don't know what I'm missing. Yeah. Didn't even know that's a thing. It would be nice, but like I said, I've never had it, so I don't miss it, I guess.
Presence honors me.
And I'm so used to playing low quality of life versions anyway that I expect that, I guess. Like, what's really annoying is the Atma stash, infinite stash, you have to click and drag everything. You can't like multi-click and drag more than one item at a time. It's just one at a time, click and drag. That's where it really gets you.
I am overburdened.
Hey, I got another turban, so I need to go gamble more heavy gloves again.
Good day. Hi there.
And then I think once I do finish filling up this stash full of junk, I'm going to count how many sapphires I have in 1.07
Not here.
to see how close I am to 1,000. I don't think I'm close, but it's been a while since I looked, so who knows. Required level of only 89, so not higher than 100, but no good.
Good day.
I wonder how many items I have dropped saying they're no good, that people are like, that's amazing, why did you throw it away? I can shift click whirlwind, which is what I do, and that's much more important to me. And I can shift right click purchase full rejuvenation potions, so that's nice to refill my belt. That is a 1.07 only trick feature. See,
Greetings.
shift right click full belt.
Good to see you.
It's very popular for sorceresses to do that on their playthroughs, so they can have uh, infinite mana basically. As long as you're willing to go back to town to buy more potions, you can have more mana.
I can't carry anymore.
One thing that's really nice about Go Mule as a muling program is it auto sorts the items for you. It's searchable, so I guess many things that are nice about it. It's searchable, and you can grab more than one item at a time. So it's superior to Atma by a lot. But it only works in 1.10 plus, or 1.10 final plus. Razor bow. Sun Spirit. I think Sun Spirit is the last thing I need to pick up here. I'm getting close to a full stash, and then I'll mule off and count my sapphires.
Yes.
And while I'm counting them, I will transfer them to the sapphire stash. So it's going to be a lot of clicking and dragging.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
No, 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 no. lion helm. Okay. Need to repair my weapon. It's one thing I don't like about this axe is it only has 25 durability. But I think I need to get rid of some gold.
Good day.
Yes, so I can gamble heavy gloves and circlets. Gambling heavy gloves gives me a small chance to get vampire bone gloves. Which can be used for crafting. Greater blood gloves.
Stay a while and listen.
Or I might just stop soon without completely filling the stash and mill off. I don't know. Is this a gem shrine? No. Counted to 13 because there were 2 ghoul lords in there. Grand charm.
I am overburdened.
Yes. $30 life. 14 magic find. This goes here and this goes here. Coronet, amulet. I think that's it. Griffin headdress. And I'll grab that.
Good to see you.
Fastest cast rate. Oh, I used to play for pretty long, you know, a while ago, but now since I have work, I don't play as long. I've probably done 10 hours in one go before, but this will be, what are we at? 3.5. Yeah, I won't be going to 4. I thought about trying to do 8 hours today, but then I slept in instead. And so then I did not even attempt 8 hours. I went ahead and just went to the comic book store to see if they were selling CRT TVs. And I walked there so that I wasn't just like sitting in my chair all day. So it was a half hour each way. Yeah, I'm glad people like hearing whatever, you know? Because there's, like I said in some of my videos, when I watch this guy, um, you know, it's a similar thing. He just talks about whatever. The latest thing that he's added is Tomato Chronicles, where he talks about his first ever attempt at growing tomatoes in his garden and like the stuff that he buys for it. Like tomato clips and like dirt. Like, I can't believe there were so many kinds of dirt. There's whole stores that all they sell is dirt. Yep. And so I knew there was like an audience for that kind of thing, but it's still nice to see number go up. There, that's what I was looking for, and that one. There's probably more stuff in here. 2 Barbarian, 2 Frenzy. No good. If it had been 3 Frenzy, I would have held on to it, but it's still, you know, not really good. Nice.
Good day.
Nice is a city in France, and they would probably not want to hear me pronounce it that way. I know little enough about the French language that I don't know if that's how it's pronounced or not. I just would assume that it's not. I saw a grand charm.
I can't carry anymore.
Let's see. But yeah, mostly, you know, I make these so that I feel like my hobby is not just sitting alone in my room wasting time. Now I'm sitting alone in my room making something. Did I not see a grand charm? I've lost my mind. So this way I get to list it as a positive thing instead of a time wasting thing. Okay, that time for sure I saw a grand charm. If it didn't, I will rage quit forever. There it is. I wouldn't actually rage quit forever. I don't rage at this game anymore. Too old to begin the raging.
I can't carry anymore.
2 stun. 2 maximum damage. Yeah, that's right.
Good day.
I've been you. I know what it's like. Actually, I still do that myself a lot anyway. You know, watching other people play video games. Today I watched, who did I watch? Oh yeah, I watched Pogyo play, I don't even know the name of the game, BMS maybe? It's like some rhythm game. I don't even like play rhythm games or know anything about them. And then I think that's all I watched. Yesterday I was watching uh, Fantasy Star Online 2, which, like, what? Why would I ever watch that? I certainly don't play that. And then I didn't even make a video. I went to bed early,
Stay a while and listen.
which was fine. You know, sleep is fine as long as I actually need it. It's only time wasting if I don't need it. And the watching other people play video games, it can be time wasting if it's not intentional. If I'm just like, oh, I'm not doing anything else. But if it is intentional relaxation, then I am okay with it and don't consider it to be a negative activity. And so hopefully you are all intentionally relaxing while listening to my uh, susurrations. It's a great word.
Good day.
Imagine playing susurrations in Scrabble and using 4 S's on one word. I've been watching Scrabble videos on YouTube. The algorithm thought I would like them, and the algorithm was correct. So, I guess it's time to mule off and then count my sapphires. Ooh, 58 mana, 20 life. I'll go ahead and keep it, but only because I have infinite stash space. Okay, I can click end run, 1546. We're at 45 hours total. By we, I mean me, of this. Let's see, if I click here, then I can still see chat while I count my sapphires. $25 minute. Yep. Yeah, that's right. I used to do the same thing, except with Artosis casts. I would watch his video every day, but I've stopped watching every day, and I probably watch 2 or 3 a week now. Okay, and then I need to open ItalW, which is apparently already full. I need to find a jewel. None of these are worth keeping? Correct. And then I'm going to open my sapphire stash and find all of my sapphires. Let's keep it chipped. Regular. A flawed sapphire. And a flawless sapphire. There shouldn't be any perfect, but there might be by accident. There are not. Man, when I have Atma not at full screen, it feels really cramped. Yeah. 25 minutes of life in Diablo. What a interesting combination. Okay, then I want sapphire. Oh, it's sapphires. Plural. Okay. I guess keeping one of each didn't do what I thought it was going to do. Chipped. Yep, so click and drag simulator coming right up. By coming, I mean here. Okay, flawed sapphire. Nope, that's a skull. And then once I have one stash full of junk done, then I can multiply it by however many stashfuls of junk I have and approximate how many sapphires I have. Okay, and then I need flawless sapphires. Can you hear it? Can you even hear me anymore? Well, let's see. Maybe a little. I think mostly you hear the air conditioner fan. Okay, and then regular sapphires. Oh, yeah. Good luck with that. I had, one time I had a job and I was sitting poor posture at my desk when I was like 18 and doing repetitive activities, repetitive motions, stapling papers together. And, like after a couple days, my arm went numb. Alright, so 128. 1, 2. Okay, that's empty. That's empty. So I probably only have like 380 to 400 sapphires here, and then however many I have in Classic. So definitely a ways to go before I reach my 1,000 for a crafting video. Or actually it would probably be a crafting stream because it would be too long for a simple video. And then that's it. I'm gonna end stream, and I might make a video for tonight as well, just do like visual runs or something, but I might not too.